children, welcome back to today's class. In this video class, we are going to learn 10th Standard English, Unit 6 Prose from Samachir Kalvi syllabus. The name of the lesson is The Last Lesson, written by Alphonse Daudet. Okay, by the title itself, we come to know one thing clearly, that something is going to end. By the name The Last Lesson, we come to know one thing clearly, that something is going to end. அதாவது பாடத்தோட தலைப்பே கடைசி பாடம் அப்படின்னு வச்சிருக்கிறதுனால நமக்கு வந்து இந்த லெசன் எதை பத்தி ஏதோ இட் இஸ் a லாஸ்ட் லெசன் ஃபார் someone ஆர் சம்திங் அப்படிங்கறத நமக்கு ஆத்தர் இந்த லெசன் டைட்டில் மூலமாவே சொல்லிடுறார். And the story has taken place during the period of Franco-Prussian War. Let me tell you, explain you what is Franco-Prussian War in the next slide. Now we'll move into the lesson and know what happens in the story. Before we move to the story, let's know something about the author first. Here is the image of Alphonse Daudet, who was born in the year 1840 and died in the year 1897. Alphonse Daudet was born in Nimes, which is in southern France. He is basically a French man, a French novelist and a short story writer. He started his professional life as a school teacher, but soon he quit his job to make a living as a journalist in Paris. So he started his career as a teacher only, but he very soon he gave it up for he found himself interested in journalism. Okay, so that he quit his teaching job and then he started working as a journalist. He began his writing at the age of 14. His poems are collected into a volume called Les Amours. So அவரோட poem வந்து லெஸ் அமௌர்சஸ் அப்படிங்கிற பேர்ல வந்து ஒரு வால்யூமா பிரிண்ட் பண்ணிருக்காங்க, வெளி வந்திருக்கு, பப்ளிஷ் பண்ணிருக்காங்க. As I told you earlier, the story is set in the French districts of Alsace and Lorraine during the days of Franco-Prussian War, a war which started in the year 1870 and got end in the year 1871. So it's a war between France and Prussia. So இந்த வார் வந்து எங்க நடக்குதுன்னா பிரான்ஸ்ல ஆல்சேஸ் அண்ட் லொரைன் அப்படிங்கிற அந்த டூ டிஸ்ட்ரிக்ட்ல தான் நடக்குது. It is a war between France and Prussia. We all know the country France, but we may be new to Prussia. Prussia is a country which includes Germany, Poland, and parts of Austria. France was ruled by Bismarck at the time of the war. The Prussians defeated the French, and the district of Alsace and Lorraine fell into the hands of the Prussian. So they captured the two districts of France, Alsace and Lorraine at first. And then the oppressors not only wanted the territory but dominated over the language and culture of the Germans, thus to take away their identity. So those conquerors, they did not only want the country, they wanted to destroy completely their identity. Okay, அவங்களோட அடையாளத்தையே முழுசா அழிச்சிடணும்னு நினைப்பாங்க. ஒரு சண்டை, ஒரு பெரிய போர் வர இடத்துல ஒரு வெற்றி பெற்ற கண்ட்ரி வந்து தோல்வி அடைஞ்ச கண்ட்ரிக்கு அவங்களோட அடையாளத்தை அழிச்சிட்டு புதுசா வந்திருக்க கண்ட்ரியோட அடையாளத்தை அவங்க கிட்ட திணிப்பாங்க. அதுதான் வார், போரோட ஒரு முறை அப்படின்னு சொல்லி சொல்லுவாங்க. So here the French people, they lose not only the country, they lose their language, they lose their culture, they lose their identity, which means they are nothing, mentally defeating. Okay, so எல்லாத்தையும் அழிச்சிடுது, அவங்களோட அடையாளம் எல்லாத்தையும் அழிச்சிடுறது. அதுதான் this lesson is its impact on life at school. So இந்த வாரோட தாக்கம் எப்படி இருக்கு அங்க இருக்கிற ஸ்கூல்ல, because they are also destroying the language, right? So French language கம்ப்ளீட்டா அழிக்கணும்னு சொல்லி நினைக்கிறாங்க. லாங்குவேஜ்னால we can take it as ஸ்கூல்ல தான் நமக்கு மைண்ட்ல வரும் இல்லையா? So இதனோட தாக்கம் அங்க இருக்கிற ஸ்கூல்ல எல்லாம் என்ன விளைவு ஏற்படுத்துச்சு அப்படிங்கிறது தான் இந்த ஸ்டோரி. This is what we are going to learn in this lesson. The major characters in this lesson are Franz, the hero of this lesson, a school-going little boy. M. Hamel, the teacher of Franz. Washter, the blacksmith. Old Hauser, former mayor, former postmaster, and some village people. These are the main characters in the story. Theme of the story. As we all know, the story is about the love for one's mother tongue. How much do we love our mother tongue? Okay. And it stresses the importance of education and one should respect their own language. So it insists us to know the importance of education, how much it is important in our life. Education is important in our life and one should respect their own language. So அவங்களோட மொழியை அவங்க எப்படி மதிக்கணும், கல்விக்கு என்ன முக்கியத்துவம் கொடுக்கணும் அப்படிங்கிறது தான் இந்த லெசன் நமக்கு சொல்லுது. Okay children, now let's start the story. The last lesson. The narrator in the story is a young school going boy named Franz. So as we discussed already, the hero of the story is Franz. He is the narrator of the story. He is only telling the story for us. He is the speaker here. He was afraid of his teacher M. Hamill, for he was late to school that day and was also not ready for the test on participles. So on that particular day, when he started narrating the story, on that day he was late to school. He is going to school late. So he is very much scared of his master M. Hamill and also not ready for the test on participles. He is very much scared because his master told him the previous day that he would conduct him a test on participle the next day. But the boy is not ready for the test. He knew nothing about participle, so that he is very much scared. He is scared for two reasons. One reason, he is going late to school, and another reason is he is not prepared himself for the test participles, for the test on participles. So he was in a great dread of being scolded. He thought that his master is going to scold him badly. Great dread of means scared of, afraid of. He's very much afraid of his master that is going to scold him badly. So ரொம்ப பயப்பட்டுட்டே போறான். லேட்டா போறதுக்கு ஒரு ஒரு ரீசன் பயப்படுறதுக்கு. அண்ட் பார்ட்டிசிபல்ல டெஸ்ட் வைப்பேன்னு சொன்னாரு. அது அவனுக்கு கம்ப்ளீட்டா தெரியாததுனால அவன் இப்ப ரொம்ப பயந்துகிட்டே ஸ்கூலுக்கு போறான். He thought of running away from the school and enjoy the day out in warm weather. So when he was thinking about the school and master, no, a sudden uh, thing comes to his mind. He has another option to go away from the school and enjoy the day out in warm weather. So he's thinking whether to cut the school and go out and enjoy the nature in the warm weather. So வெளியில போயிட்டு ஜாலியா சுத்திட்டு ஸ்கூல் கட் பண்ணிட்டு போயிடலாமா அப்படிங்கிற அந்த ஆப்ஷனும் அவன் மைண்டுக்குள்ள வருது. Enjoying the chirping of birds on the trees and the noise of the Prussian soldiers drilling at the back of the sawmill in the open field. So he's thinking we can cut the school and go away from the school. We can enjoy the nature in the warm weather, enjoying the chirping of birds on the trees. You could imagine the scenery here. இங்க நீங்க இந்த scene imagine பண்ணி பார்க்கலாம். வெளியில போயிட்டு இந்த warm weatherல enjoying the chirping of birds. He is excited to see the chirping of birds on trees. இந்த மரக்கிளைகள்ல உட்காந்துட்டு கீச்சு கீச்சுன்னு பறவைங்க சத்தம் போட்டுட்டு என்ஜாய் பண்ணும் இல்லையா, அதை பார்க்கலாம். And the noise of the Prussian soldiers drilling at the back of sawmill. So the Prussian soldiers, they are already occupied this Alsace and Lorraine, right? So inga Prussian soldiers எல்லாம் drilling பண்ணிட்டு இருக்காங்க, which means practicing something. Okay, at the back of sawmill, ஒரு sawmill இருக்கு, அதுக்கு back sideல they are practicing something in the open field. So he wants to go there and enjoy the nature, looking at the birds chirping and the Prussian soldiers drilling. All these things he wants to look at it and enjoy. Overcome the temptation, he decided to attend the school. Overcame. Though he is tempted to go there and watch everything and enjoy that day, he overcame the temptation. He decided to attend the school. Anyway, எது எப்படி ஆனாலும் சரி ஸ்கூல் போய் அட்டெண்ட் பண்ணிடுவோம் அப்படிங்கிற அந்த டிசிஷன் எடுத்து he is just going to school. Chirping meaning is tweet, to make short high sound. Great dread of, scared of or afraid of. Temptation, a feeling that you want to do something even if you know that's wrong. So here he wants to go out and enjoy the nature. He knows that he knows very well that missing the school and going anywhere is wrong. Okay, அது தப்புன்னு தெரியும், but இருந்தாலும் he wants to do it. He's tempted to do it. அதுதான் அங்க tempted meaning, even if you know that it's wrong. As he walked past the town hall, he noticed a huge crowd at the notice board. So the boy was already late to school, so he was in a hurried manner to reach his school. So he was walking fast. As he walked past the town hall, town hall is nothing but it is like a hall where people all meet together for a concert or something like that, or it could even be a government office, something like that. Okay. He noticed a huge crowd at the notice board. There was a notice board outside the town hall, and people are standing around the notice board and reading something. Eagerly they are reading something. The boy is also very much eager to know what is the news, but he did not have time. He's already late to school, so that he is going fast. All the bad news, such as the last battle, the draft, and the orders of the commanding officer, were usually put up on the bulletin board. Bulletin board is nothing but it is the notice board. Bulletin board is American English word. Notice board is British English word. All the bad news. So usually என்னென்ன நியூஸ்லாம் இந்த bulletin boardல போடுவாங்கன்னா, all the bad news such as the last battle. Already they captured Alsace and Lorraine, right? So எந்தெந்த டிஸ்ட்ரிக்ட்லாம் இன்னும் அவங்க பேட்டில் இழந்துட்டே இருக்காங்க, இந்த மாதிரி பேட் நியூஸ் எல்லாம், and the draft and the orders of commanding officer. So Alsace and Lorraine is now under the control of Prussian government, right? So they will be implementing some new rules for the people in the Alsace and Lorraine. So அவங்களுக்கெல்லாம் இந்த commands orders எல்லாம் வந்து Prussian governmentல இருந்து வரும். So இந்த orders எல்லாம் they'll put up in the notice board only. As he was walked hurriedly, Waschter, the blacksmith, who was also reading the news and had come along with his apprentice, called out to Franz and said that he needn't go in such a hurry, as there was plenty of time for him to reach school. So as he was walking towards the school, no, suddenly Washer called him, the blacksmith. Blacksmith is a person who makes or repair things made of iron. கொல்லர்னு சொல்லி சொல்லுவாங்க தமிழ்ல. அவர் கூப்பிடுறாரு. Okay. Who was also reading. He was also standing near the notice board and reading the news along with his apprentice. Apprentice is nothing but assistant. Okay. Like he called out Franz and said, "Hey boy, come here. You have much time to reach the school. So come here and read the news." In that way. Okay. So அந்த மாதிரி கூப்பிடுறாரு. வா இங்க இன்னும் உனக்கு ஸ்கூலுக்கு போறதுக்கு நிறைய நேரம் இருக்கு அப்படின்னு சொல்லிட்டு கூப்பிடுறாரு. The boy thought he is making fun of him, and he did not bother it, and he just started walking towards his school. Usually, when the school began, there would be great bustle which could be heard out in the street. You know, the morning time, how the school would be, right? So எப்படி இருக்கும் morning timeல all the children come together, they make noise, they meet their friends in the fresh morning. So enjoyable இருக்கும் இல்லையா அது பார்க்கிறதுக்கு. So usually when the school began, there would be great bustle. Bustle is nothing but a lot of noise created by many people. அப்படி இப்படி மக்கள் வருவாங்க, drop பண்ணுவாங்க, போவாங்க. So இந்த noise இருந்துகிட்டே இருக்குவாங்க. அதுதான் இங்க சொல்றாங்க. Usually when the school began, there would be great bustle which could be heard out in the street. So school area nale noisy ah irukum romba. The noise of opening and closing the desk, lessons repeated in unison, and the teacher's great ruler rapping on the table were the usual scene. So as we discussed in the last previous slide, in the beginning of the school, no, there would be a lot of noise around the street. The noise or opening and closing the desk open பண்ணி close பண்றது, the lessons repeated in unison, all the students saying the lessons together, அதுதான் unison அப்படிங்கிறது. Unison at the same time, telling at the same time, and the teacher's great ruler rapping on the table, striking. Rapping na தட்டுறது, ruler வச்சு டேபிள்ல தட்டுவாங்க இல்லையா, அது where the usual scene. So this is the usual scene in the school, but that day was unusual and silent like Sunday morning. That day was unusual as there was no such sound coming out of the school, and it seemed that the school was closed as it used to be on Sunday morning. So எப்படி Sunday morning அது எப்படி சைலண்டா குவைட்டா இருக்குமோ அந்த மாதிரி இருக்கு அன்னைக்கு, without those such noises. Franz had planned that he would take cover by the noise, and he could reach a class without being noticed by anyone, but that did not seem possible. So the plan of France becomes impossible. So அவன் என்ன நினைக்கிறான், இந்த நாய்ஸ் யூஸ் பண்ணி we could get into the class by without seen by anyone அப்படின்னு சொல்லிட்டு நினைக்கிறான். But that plan did not work out because the school seemed to be on Sundays. Okay, எப்படி சண்டேஸ்ல இருக்குமோ அந்த மாதிரி இருக்கு. He felt blushed to go in before everybody and frightened to see Hamel walking with ruler. So he felt blushed. Blushed is nothing but to become reddened. Okay, ஒரு மாதிரி இந்த guilt feelingனால முகம் செவப்பாயிடும் இல்லையா, அதுதான். He felt blushed to go in before everybody. எல்லாரும் முன்னாடி போறதுக்கு ஒரு மாதிரி கில்ட்டியா ஃபீல் பண்றான். And he's also very much scared of his master who is walking with ruler. அடிப்பாரோ திட்டுவாரோ அப்படிங்கிற பயமும் இருக்கு. In unison means at the same time, saying the lessons at the same time all together. Rapping is striking. Blushed to become reddened by guilt, frightened, scared. Now I want all of you to understand the story, read the story by watching the video from your textbook, and then answer these questions on your own. We'll continue the lesson in the next video. Thank you.